Welcome back to Mosaic. I'm Rabbi Eric Weiss, and honored to be your host. We're in the middle of a wonderful conversation with Dara Papo and Sam Goldman about LGBTQ leadership in the Jewish community through the Jewish Community Federation. Both of you are co-chairs of the LGBT Alliance, and Dara, you're a participant in the Pathways Leadership Program. And just wondering, at this juncture, in this moment, how you have seen that participation has influenced you in both your LGBTQ and Jewish identities.
I think that for me, it's been both an opportunity to bring together two core identities and a way of making sure that there is a diverse LGBT voice at the table of Jewish organizations, and that there really is an opportunity for full inclusivity. Also, it's an opportunity to really look at who are the upcoming leaders, and looking at the friends that I have who are Jewish and LGBT. A lot of them aren't really involved in the Jewish community. So looking at both sort of the history of what the Alliance has done and what the leaders and mentors in the community have done, and also looking at what the direction is that people are able to go in the future.
I think that the Federation's mission is really to ensure that every Jew in the Bay Area has a feeling of being in a home, a feeling of being connected. And a lot of LGBT Jews that I meet may have a strong LGBT identity, but may not be as connected to their Jewish identity. And so finding ways that they can engage in, whether it's a synagogue program or volunteer programs, or even new innovative programs that they may want to start themselves, I think is really an important thing. And there are the resources out there to make sure that that happens. These are just programs that can bring people together to ensure that people know about them and make the community stronger as a whole.
People across the country, really across the world, come out at different points in their life, at different ages, as LGBTQ. And I'm wondering, for you, what's the age range and the diversity among yourselves and among us here in the Bay Area?
I think that people are coming out younger and younger. I mean, for me, having come out at 19, that for the generation before me was really radical to have come out at such a young age. And now we see folks in middle school really sort of embracing their identity, which is also allowing Jewish organizations to change and be able to look at how inclusion is happening.
And Sam, what do you observe from your perspective of the niches that the Federation looks at?
Well, the community is really diverse, and when we talk about an LGBT Jewish community, it really means a lot of different communities. You may be a lesbian family with kids in Oakland, or a single young gay man in the Castro, and how you serve that kind of diverse audience is tricky, but I think that the LGBT Alliance is going to be able to help start figure that out even more as we bring in new leadership for the Alliance and bring in more members and recruit people that may want to get involved. And it's really diverse. It's not like, a typical, one typical Jewish gay or lesbian story. There's so many stories out there, and bringing these programs together, beginning to hear those stories is more of a united community is really helpful.
So it sounds like the leadership program in and of itself is inclusive of
That's
everybody
right.
within the context of even that particular framework. What do you hope the dreams are going to be, let's say 5 years from now?
I would love to see there being the opportunity for stable funding for programs like Keshed and like the LGBT programming that happens in the Jewish community, and to have more and more leaders involved, and also to have both in institutional organizations, Jews, sort of LGBT Jews involved at all levels.
Dara and Sam, believe it or not, we've come to the end of our time together, so we put a comma in the conversation, hope that you will continue this conversation about LGBTQ inclusion in the faith community, in the Jewish community. We spend a lot of time here on Mosaic interviewing people and asking them questions that you listen to in terms of their answers. So we want to ask you a question, which is, in a world that needs so much healing, from your perspective, what heals? Thank you so much for being with us here on Mosaic.